And here begins Monday.
Alright boys, happy Monday. Long weekend. So we got back from the truck show and we're still in recovery mode right now. So don't know really what's on the docket for today, so let's get to it. Boys, you ever get so spoiled by high flow pumps, you go to a regular slow ass pump and you're just like, I'm just gonna take 20 gallons. Alright, Ford F550, check engine light, low power. Let's get into it. Only code we found was glow plug lost communication. Damn boys, look at that. You use cat O-rings to seal some deer stuff and all of a sudden, boom, you get a John Deere O-ring kit. Boys, take a minute and just enjoy how this truck looks right now, because Friday this truck's gonna look completely different. I can promise you that. Alright, Peterbilt dump truck. X15, power complaint, and yeah, so we're going to check fuel pressure, and of course my dumbass decided to hook it up on the wrong side here, so we're not going to get anything off the gauge right now. Decided to change connector and go to the other side, and this quickly was a bad decision because it's well over 70 psi. Mein Führer, I come to you once again with another problem with a Dobstat. Alright, so long and short of it, number 27 is highlighted right there. The shaft that goes in the middle of that knocker shaft right there, well, let's put it this way, she sheared both ends of it, and I was kind of hoping that, hey, I could get just the fucking shaft and the bearings and all that shit. No, you got to get the whole fucking shaft. Alright, so back on the Dobstat here, we got one of the bearings decided to give out, so got a new bearing for her. And looking at the shaft here, that's even worse looking, but installed and it's working. Well, boys, it seems to be working now. So we're going to run away from this one because, yeah, I don't know shit about these. Now, out there is somebody who really gives a fuck about the torque spec on these here track pad bolts. I am not that guy. It is all of it. Good morning, boys. Welcome to Tuesday. Alright boys, Tuesday. So what we got going on? So we've got a 700 that pretty much we're having to take all the track pads off. That's a possibility. We had a good amount of rain yesterday, so we'll see what we get into aside from that. Let's get to it, boys. Starting the morning out, we've got a 700 here, and we got to start disassembling the track pads on this unit here so we can swap rails, new sprockets, all the fun. We've got a fully charged battery. Let's get to it. Alright, so progress is being made. Track chain's bare, new track chain right there. Now we just gotta swap all this shit over. Now out there is somebody who really gives a fuck about the torque spec on these here track pad bolts. I am not that guy. It is all of it. Well, here's an update. So I've got 6 DeWalt 20-volt batteries, right? Only 2 chargers, and both the XRs are going, and the 4 TikTok shot batteries are also withdrawn. So right now it's kind of a waiting situation. We've got about, I don't know, 3/4 of the track pads put on, and yeah, just between grinding and everything else, it's yeah, taking all the batteries. Well, we got this side done. Yeah, we gotta do these now. Yay. Well, come to find out, wrong sprocket segments and hardware were ordered, so this job is now on pause. Now, you don't listen to that bad man's comments. I do give a fuck. I give all the fucks, guys. And if you honestly think I only used this to torque them bolts, why the hell you think I got this? Alright, here starts another day of pissing old people off on Facebook. Let's go. Good morning, boys. Welcome to Wednesday. All right, boys, happy Wednesday. What do we got going on today? So we've got a deer wheel loader at one of our sites. It needs some cutting edges on. Later on the day, we should get the sprocket segments and hardware for the 700. Then we'll get that track slapped on, then we'll start working on the other side as well. So let's get to it. All right, starting the morning out, we've got a 624 missing components for the cutting edge. Well, let's get that changed out. And you too. Yep. In case y'all were curious, magnets installed. Nailed it. Yeah, just doing a little cleanup work, a little bit of cleanup work. Yep. All right, now set grinder to full assault mode here. Look at that. Just remember, boys, use your best 1-inch strap and your best DeWalt screwdriver to go ahead and hold this in place. Boom, just like that, boys. All put on. Oh, well, hell, now it's broken. Jeez. All right, back on the old 700 to hopefully get this track job somewhat done today. Maybe. Precision excavator work. Precision. All right, boys, so we got this side all done, all installed. Got kind of caught up due to late delivery for the sprockets and hardware. This side's all installed. We just need to go and put the track pads on it, service this unit, and it's good to go.
Technologia.
Third world countries be like, tracks are fine. Just remember, boys, one more day. Boys, it's Thursday. We got to finish that 700 up today, PM it, and then whatever the hell else breaks going into Friday. So let's go. And then there's 7-Eleven you got to make that stop for. That's for damn sure. All right, nicotined up. Let's get to work. Nothing like getting stuck in loose fucking sand. Third world countries be like, tracks are fine. That's just fucking nasty. Ugh. Yeet. Well, boys, service is done, tracks are done, tension to all that fun shit. On to the next one. All right, so we're back out on the old 336 to go and replace the stick-out solenoids. Let's get to it. Old one with the filter, new one without the filter. Didn't blow the filter off. I'll be damned. There you go. Keep going. Hey, try to hold it. Boom down. All right, we're good. All right, that's a success. Moving on. All right, boys, both of them successfully calibrated. Now we'll just operate it and give it back to the operator, and hopefully no more friggin' complaints. All right, guys, I just want to know that I install them right this time. Did I do it right? Did I do a good job, Dad? Well, boys, I didn't want to make this announcement, but you guys can tell by the hat. Yeah, that's right. Apparently now, boom, I'm a deer tech. So it was nice being a contractor and all, but yeah, it's time to go back to the dealership world. Psych! Are you fucking kidding me? All right, now, so your boy finally has service advisor now, so we can actually do deer shit and figure out what the fuck's going on with deer equipment. So big shout out to the guys over at James River, though. Been amazing to deal with as far as deer shit goes, so that's really cool.
So much torque, the chassis twisted coming off the line. Barely kept it on the track.
Hello, boys. Welcome to Friday. So it is Friday. It rained a pretty good amount last night. Don't have any idea what we're getting into. So you're going to find out as soon as I find out. So let's get to it. All stocked back up on some high dough. Time to top off with the government issued steer piss. Just out here checking on the kids, boys. Deer on one, cat on the other. All right, 700K customer complaint, operator complaint. Joysticks just stopped working, no hydraulics. Well, we've got no codes, as you guys see there for the blade. This joystick's got some age to it, and of course I got here, power cycle the machine, and guess what, everything works. All right, so I was noticing that my X and Y axis, I get 100% one way, and then I only get like 58% the other, position-wise. Well, why? You guys see in there, it looks like a nut has come off the joystick itself. Yippee. So lead tech wants to go ahead and replace the joystick anyway, so we're going to replace the base and the joystick handle and put her back in service. All right, couple of bolts and boom, you can take the whole fucking joystick out. All right, joystick base all installed, nicey nice. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. We'll give it back to the operator if everything's good. I think we're good, and no fault codes. All right, we got a 410E with the fan staying running. Let's get in this one. The fan's just staying on high speed. I asked the operator, is anything hot? That's kind of hot. So pop the hood real quick. Found this V-band clamp. It's not living its best life. Having an exhaust leak into, boom, the cooler. All right, so now that we've got this thing at idle with the hood open, this thing will reach converter temp when you put it under a load, but then will drop down fairly quickly. And the sump temperature has been staying pretty relatively low. And of course, now that the converter temp is down, the sump temperature is down, so we are not hearing that fucking fan. So I'm really starting to think we're somewhere between an oil cooler on it, or we have an issue with the thermal bypass, but I'm starting to think thermal bypass is probably not the problem, being that at idle it comes back down, and doing the thermal bypass test, everything seems to be fine. I just think that we're just holding too much heat right now in that transmission cooler. So we'll get into that on Monday, boys.
My wiener may be small, and my mental health may be shit, and my physical health may be declining rapidly, and I don't really know where I was going with this.